The charity was established in 1990, really at the height of the last great poaching crisis when 100,000 elephants were being slaughtered a year for ivory. Conservation is ultimately about people, and so we started to support projects which had a strong human dimension.
Wildlife can't stand alone. It's about the people that it shares the land with.
I was looking for a charity that I could put my support to, and many people mentioned Tusk at the time. Its innovation, its community-led initiatives, and so I was very pleased that there was an organisation like Tusk out there in the conservation field.
Tusk involvement is huge amongst our schools, but not only Lewa, but in the larger Africa. They come out and they're actually part of exactly what you're doing. So when they're talking about it, they've been out there, they've seen it, and they're involved in exactly what is happening. You can see the structures that are built in the schools. You're providing children with conducive learning environment. You're providing school scholarships. Children are getting through high school. They're getting through university. Those are the future leaders of tomorrow. The benefits are so tangible, you can see what is happening on the ground.
Through the educating of the local communities, I think Tusk does an incredible job, because you can never look at wildlife on its own without the prosperity of its people. It has to be totally interlinked. That's where the heart of all of Tusk lies, in these communities where they can really feel the benefits from it.
You know, when Charlie first came to Kenya, elephants were being killed and we were unable to stop it. Here we are now, 25 years later. It's a very different Kenya.
What's amazing is this area, which used to be really the heart of the killing fields of the last great poaching crisis, has now come under a common conservation policy with all the communities engaged in conservation.
In 2012, we lost 138 elephant poached. So far this year, we're under 25 elephant poached. And that's because communities have seen that wildlife can bring peace, can bring employment. You know, conservation is bringing everybody together to make this happen, and Tusk has been a key partner in this whole process.
It's a charity that's created from a lot of passion and goodwill, and if you can bring that to an issue as big and as global and as daunting as the illegal wildlife trade, I think it's really important there's a place for something like that in there.
Tusk is nothing without its partners. The charity is defined by the people that we work with and the projects we work with across Africa. So we work very hard to make sure those partnerships are good and strong and long-lasting. You know, when we work with someone, we work with them for the long term, and that's the key to the success of the charity.
I'd love the idea of Tusk being able to push forwards over the next 25 years to double in size and double in work on the ground.
I'm lucky I live here. I live with these animals and my children have been brought up with them, and my hope is that every child has the opportunity to at least see a rhino in the wild. It's being able to see these creatures in 25 years' time.
It's like that old saying, you don't realise what you've got until it's gone. And I think no one underestimates the size of the challenge, but I really do feel we're making a huge difference for the development and the prosperity of the African people. And if we can get this momentum going, I think more and more people will back it.
We simply cannot be the generation that lets these incredible species such as elephant and rhino disappear on our watch. So the next 25 years must be about ensuring the long-term survival of this incredible wildlife and using conservation to support the livelihoods of the people of Africa.
I am enormously proud to be a royal patron of Tusk. In this film, you have seen the incredible impact that the charity has had in Africa over the last 25 years. We cannot let our children grow up in a world where our most iconic and endangered species are no longer left to fight for. Please do all you can to support Tusk's remarkable work and help secure a lasting conservation legacy. Thank you.